Claude the Legend, the first 3D character. First character to beat the odds. Born 1971, our silent character has entered the universe. Now, our silent criminal has an unknown background, for we do not know Claude's parents or his reasons to enter the life of crime. It is safe to say that Claude got the garage in Doherty when he was 18 or 19 years old, which was around 1989. Fixing up cars and participating in illegal street races, Claude would somewhat make a name for himself, although it's unclear if anyone knew him personally. We jump to 1992. A few weeks before the race, Catalina meets Claude, and that is his first love interest, but not his last. So let's see the first date, you can say, as well as a first breakup for CJ / Carl Johnson. Let's go take a look at that right now.
What? What I do now?
Oh, so this is where you've been, eh? This is how you repay my tenderness? Do you prefer the curves of some car to those of a real woman?
Look, Catalina, you called it off, remember? Just business.
What kind of a man are you? When I say just business, I mean that I love you!
What the fuck?
When I say I'm no interested no more, I mean that I love
Wait!
you! And
Hey,
when I say that I miss
Catalina,
you...
wait! Leave my car alone. I did this for us, for me and you.
It's too late. I don't love you no more. I love another, okay?
What? Then what the fuck was this about?
I cannot keep my passions hold up. They need a release. That was a good release. Like hitting a man with a frying pan while he sleeps. This, Carl? This is my new man. Are you jealous? Are you going to fight for me? Huh?
Nah, I can take rejection.
You are jealous and a coward. Now let's race!
Crazy bitch.
When Claude and Catalina decide to give Carl the garage in Doherty, the end result ended up with Claude and Catalina losing the race to CJ. The couple head to Liberty City and stayed together for 9 years. And for clarification, here's another video clip that mentions them heading off to Liberty City.
You had the unfair advantage!
Being a better driver ain't no unfair advantage.
You think you're clever, but it is you who is missing the point. Not only was he racing, but he was satisfying me. Fully. What are you gonna say about that?
The advantage of a stick shift, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, man, what is it? Cash or pink slip?
There you go. Goodbye, Mr. Johnson. I will not be missing you.
Hey, wait a minute, bitch! What is this shit?
The deed to a garage in San Fierro. My lover needs his car so we can go to Liberty City.
Liberty City? Yeah, whatever. Have a good time.
I will.
Fine.
Okay.
Go. I ain't gonna miss you.
Goodbye.
As Claude and Catalina started their 9-year journey to Liberty City, they would go through many American states performing bank robberies, including Texas and New Mexico. The two continue on their journey to Liberty City reaching their destination on October 2001. When Claude and Caliano arrived in Liberty City, the first thing they did was rob a bank. But Caliano turned on Claude by shooting him and leaving him for dead, saying, "I'm an ambitious girl and you're just small time." Now, there is a clip that we caught on camera that shows the bank robbery and how that turned out of everything. So let's go take a good look at that.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Oh, that fucking snake without a tongue.
Claude was arrested by the Liberty City Police Department and was convicted of all charges, being sentenced to 10 years in prison. On the way to the prison in Portland View, the Colombian cartel attacked the convoy to free what might have been Salvatore Leone, but that is still unconfirmed at this time, giving 8-Ball and Claude a chance to escape, which they did successfully. Eight-Ball helps Claude by informing Luigi Cottarelli that Claude needs a job, with Luigi Cottarelli being a capo regime, a high rank in the Mafia, and well respected. That opens doors for Claude, at which Claude will meet Joey Leone, Salvatore's son, and Tony Cipriani, which Tony was a soldier at first during 1998. But gained the role to be a capo regime in 2001. Don't mind the GTA Liberty City stories right there, but to further, can't explain this because this can be a difficult subject to talk about. With a capo regime, that's always below the underboss. But with Salvatore Leone being the Don in 2001, he still doesn't have an underboss because he doesn't trust anyone. So, right there where you see Tony Cipriani as the soldier, is now from the soldier up to the capo regime. Now, Salvatore Leone, he doesn't have a Consulate Gary. Sorry if I say that wrong. But, he mostly has, capo regimes, a few soldiers, and maybe just a couple associates that maybe he feels like he could trust, or at the same time feel like he doesn't need to trust, or they can just be taken out of the equation without, anyone raising suspicion. Also, before we move on with the video, thanks to the professional, his link is in the description for this picture, because this, kinda explains everything Mafia-wise, because as I said, it's a very, very difficult subject to talk about, and it's hard to explain some stuff. But, back to the video. With Claude impressing the Leone family with his skills and loyalty towards Luigi, Joey, and Tony, the Don Salvatore Leone decides to call a meeting. When Claude picks up Joey Leone, Luigi, and Tony, the triads try to kill them, but with Claude's good driving, he escaped them. When Claude meets Salvatore Leone, he says to Claude, "I see nothing but good things for you, my boy." And there's a little clip of that we'll be showing right before we get into the next subject. But with Claude now being a part of the Leone organization, he is first tasked with driving the troublesome Maria Latour. From there, Claude wipes out Triad's factory and wastes Curly Bob, for he was giving Leone information to Catalina and the Mexican cartel.
You did good back there, kid. Real good. Come on, let's introduce you to the Don.
Hey, Luigi!
Oh, my girls have been missing you so long, Salvatore. You've been away too long.
You tell them once this unfortunate business is taken care of, we'll all go down to the club and celebrate, okay? It's my boy.
How you doing, Pop?
You got yourself a good woman yet? Hey, your mother, God bless her soul, would be turning over in her grave to see you without a wife.
I know, Pop. I'm working on it.
Tony! How's your mama? She's a great woman, you know. Strong. Firenze.
She's good. Fine.
Terrific, terrific. Now listen, you guys, you go inside while I talk to our new friend here. I see nothing but good things for you, my boy.
Salvatore tells Claude to go see 8-Ball to blow up the freighter containing Spank. Claude spends $100,000 to destroy the freighter and is very successful. Now, real quick, sources agree that Salvatore's paranoia began in 1992 when Carl Johnson robbed Caligula's casino. This shows, in a way, Claude and CJ are the same, because they were both outsiders. And the reason that I can say that they were both outsiders is because with CJ, the only thing that was giving him leverage to Salvatore's trust back in 92 is because CJ knew Joey Leone and had close ties with him at the time when he was in Liberty City. And with Claude, helping out everybody in the Leone organization, that's giving him the leverage. But, as I said, they're both outsiders while working for the Leone organization. And we'll see the betrayal and what unfolds afterwards.
It's my favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
So he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the Mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here, too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. This is a friend of mine, okay? She's an old friend. It's so good. She's someone we could trust.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
Thanks to Maria's big mouth, telling Salvatore that her and Claude were an item sparked a betrayal. Claude, not knowing at first, was just supposed to pick up a car. Then Maria's message saved Claude's life, but hurt his business between him and the Leone organization forever. After Salvatore's betrayal, Claude and Maria meet Azuka Kaysen, one of the leaders of the Yakuza. They all go to Staten Island. Azuka Kaysen, being skeptical about Claude, tells him to kill Salvatore Leone to prove his worthiness to the Yakuza. Then, does a few other jobs. Azuka will even introduce Claude to her brother Kenji Kaysen and Ray Machowski, who is a retired cop. When Don Love meets Claude, he tasks him to help out a very good friend of his, which could also be the same guy that we saw at the very beginning of the game where the ambush occurs, or it could just be a happenstance. But this guy that Don Love is friends with, I would say he's a mid-50s, early 60s kind of guy. Don Love, knowing about the rivalry between the Yakuza and the Mexican cartel, wants to start a gang war, but with Claude in a cartel car and killing Azuka's brother Kenji Kaysen to pin the two gangs together to form the war successfully. As we continue to work and help Don Love, we get a package for him, but the first one is a decoy, so Claude heads to Shoreside Vale to get the real merchandise. When we find the merchandise, we meet Catalina and Miguel again. Catalina betrayed Miguel by shooting him in the back. Azuka, angry for her brother's murder, holds Miguel hostage and will constantly torture Miguel. Claude will soon pay Don Love a visit, but he is gone, possibly killed by Catalina and her henchmen, but that remains a mystery. So let's go and take a look at these few clips right here to show what was going on and the reactions of it all.
Hey, let's get this out of here. God knows what it is, but he seems to want it badly enough, so it must be worth something.
Who the heck?
You!
Hey, take it easy, amigo. No es nada, no es nada.
I left you pouring your heart out into the gutter!
Hey, don't shoot, amigo. No problem. We all friends. Here,
Don't be such
take
a
this.
pussy!
Hey, we got no choice, baby. Yeah.
You always got a choice, you dumb bastard.
I'm sorry about the crazy bitch, man. They're all the same, please. Por favor.
So, the whore got away. But you've done me a favor. You're not the only one that has a score to settle with the cartel. This worm killed my brother.
I never killed no Yakuza.
Liar! We all saw the cartel assassin. We are going to hunt down and kill all you Colombian dogs. I'll be operating on our friend here to extract information and a little pleasure. You, drop by later. I'm sure I'll require your services.
Please, amigo. Don't leave me here with her, man. She's psycho, chico, man. Please, amigo. Hey, amigo. Amigo.
When we meet up with Azuka, she wants Claude to lure the cartel in a trap, so then the cartel can be taken down one at a time. We end Spank once and for all by destroying their coffee stalls, which is one of their fronts for Spank. Now, although we finished that part of the Spank for all, there's one more part that we still need to do to end Spank for good. Azuka tells Claude that Catalina has a flying shipment of Spank, and Claude has to blow up the plane and steal the Spank. When Claude returns, he sees Azuka and Miguel have been killed. He reads a note Catalina left behind. Claude, now seeing his opportunity to get the revenge he has been waiting for, while at the same time he notices Maria is in trouble yet again. So let's see this video clip of Claude reading the note and seeing that Miguel and Azuka have been killed, and then we go straight from there. So let's move on, shall we? Claude brings a briefcase holding $500,000, hoping to get Maria out of this mess, in a way. But Catalina puts Claude in one final trap. Catalina takes Maria and the money to the dam in Wichita Gardens, where Claude had to fight his way, killing over 20 Mexican cartel members. So, Claude took his rocket launcher and killed Catalina. Finally, Claude gets his revenge and saves Maria in the process. Let's go real quick. Let's look over all the footage through this of the meet as well as the death of Catalina. So let's see that right now. How about that?
Sí, bueno. ¿Pa qué es idiot? One of these Scarface idiots.
The real question is, did you turn up to rescue Maria or to get me back? Well, I got news for you. Shooting you will be a pleasure, but dating you was only business. You are muy pequeñito, amigo. Throw over the cash. You have been a busy boy, but you haven't learned. I'm not to be trusted. Kill the idiot!
Residents in Cedar Grove have been coming to terms with the emotional aftermath of a full-blown war that hit the area yesterday. Local resident Clive Denver described to police a single gunman that he saw fleeing the scene with a dark-haired woman.
We're gonna have such fun, cause you know, I love you. I really do, cause you're such a big, strong man, and that's just what I need. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget, but you know what it's like, don't you?
The sound of explosions shook nearby homes as people ran for cover. Several citizens were injured in the panic as gunfire was exchanged between ground forces and a helicopter circling the dam.
Yeah, we got a good view from down here in the gardens. When the copter finally got taken out, better than the fireworks on the 4th of July.
With the death toll already over 20, police are still finding bodies. There have been no official denials concerning rumors that the dead were members of the Colombian cartel, and still no leads as to the cause of the massacre.
My hair is ruined. I mean, can you believe it? This one cost me $50.
We do like to mention that in the end we hear Maria complaining and a gunshot going off. Some of our sources say that after all the trouble Maria put Claude through, that he killed her, while others say she might have killed herself. We will never know, and it will always remain a mystery. My opinion, personal, I say that after everything she's caused, Claude decided to pull the trigger on her anyways, because that's, his style. He's, just that type of cold-blooded, you know what I mean? Claude is without a doubt the most cold-blooded killer in the GTA franchise, hands down. Gangs all over Liberty City wanted Claude dead, with the exception of the Yakuza members. They were decent. But one thing that strikes all of our minds to this day is that, is Claude still alive? And we don't know. But what we do know is that we will see you on the next episode of Character Analysis. So thank you all for watching. I'm glad you could watch this third episode. I know we haven't been, keeping this going on a slow road or whatever. But your guys' likes, your guys' comments, your guys' opinions make all the difference in the world. For this series anyways. So I want to thank all of you guys out there. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thanks for watching. So long, everybody.